Okay. Hello, dear friends. Good morning. Such a beautiful, beautiful morning. So, this one is Vienna Habsburg's Imperial treasury. And yesterday I visited the Art History Museum and I got a combined ticket. So I came here the next day. Tuesday they do not close. So I came here. Monday they do not close. They do not open. Oh my goodness. Yes. Monday they do not open, and I came here on Tuesday. And I was, how do I say it? So impressed, so surprised. You know, in Beijing, the Forbidden City, there is Zhenbaoguan, an imperial treasury also. And that has that kind of feeling and vibe. It is old, it is dark, and this particularly even darker. It's almost completely dark. And the good thing about it, they have a very good lighting system. Not because it's bright, it's because the background and the room is so dark, they use very dim highlight and highlighting exactly the place of interest, of importance. So that is a very good use of the lighting. Sorry for this blah blah blah. And and I have so hard to understand it. So before I came, I downloaded some video so that I can listen on the plane, and even before in California, when I decided that I'm coming to Vienna, I started to listen to history of Vienna, history of Austro-Hungarian Empire, and the tourist guide, travel master, all these informations on YouTube, and it's just so confusing. It's just so confusing, and I have very hard time to understand it. And I think each person explained this Habsburg's history in their own way. If you are interested, you can listen to audiobook, search on YouTube, or buy a book, and you will hear or you will find that it was a very significant history, or the glorious Austro-Hungarian Holy Roman Empire. But each person, each historian has his own way of explaining it. It becomes a source of source of fascination, of fantasy, of storytelling, of inspiration for literature. However you think about it, it's up to you to to get into it. So this video is not an introduction of that part of history. It's far, far, far beyond me. I went to that museum and just got so surprised. And nowadays, Austria, relatively, you hear less of Austria, right? To be frank, it's not so provocative, it's not so active, it's not so standing out, no, not so vocal in the international stage, international scene. But thinking about 500 years ago, 1,000 years ago, not yet 1,000, 500, 600, 700 years ago, long time ago, this place used to be so very powerful. The Habsburg Empire ruled, controlled the whole Europe almost, a majority part of Europe, of Germany now, Austria, Czechoslovakia, Italy, France. You cannot imagine the history, the evolution of the history. Just a couple of days ago, before I came to Vienna, I was traveling in California and learning about the history of California. And that brought me to the history of Spain, the Spanish Empire, and the colonization, the great voyage, the great discovery of the new land. So it's just so fascinating to see the world change, to see the world evolve. Something used to be the sun never setting became the past, and new force, new opportunity start to come. Anyway, this is, let me not make it too political to talk about those empty things. If you are interested in traveling to Vienna, this is one of the very surprise, very fascinating, and very deep experience you will have. And every museum is unique, but this one really make you thought-provoking, soul-searching, and make you open up your eyes, not because it's dark inside there. It's because it's so different from our ordinary way of thinking, of usual perception of the land, of our world. The up and down of history tide, of development wave. And it's definitely a good vocabulary lesson for me. I wrote down a lot of the vocabulary here, and get ready to check it back. And I am just so fascinated by how we come to be, our old days. This is not my nation, this is not my race, but it's part of collective intelligence. It's part of our collective humanity. Things has passed is telling us a lesson, and things history can repeat. No matter it repeats, it circulates, it spiral up, however it is, seeing the past is very eye-opening. So another benefit for me is that this museum has very clear description of the places, of the things happening, of the historical event, of the object, so that I can see and I can get a connection of it. So Charlemagne, it's in Chinese is 查理曼帝国, 查理曼大帝, and Kaiser Karls the Groß, and all this is just it's my vocabulary lesson plus history lesson. Maybe I will come back again to learn a little bit more, to understand, to appreciate more, and fascinating to see this world used to be so far from my life, so different from my life. It's totally open a new door. How our world could have been like that. We are already so lucky to have the democracy to go to. Okay, let me continue. And the voiceover stopped in the middle. Let me just pick up what I have left. So we are just so lucky to have the democracy of going to places and to be an independent person. You and I, in front of heaven, are the same, no matter what color of skin, no matter what language we speak, no matter what race we are, no matter what cultural background, what book we read, what language we speak, what position we have, what career we are, what things we do. We are allowed to go to places. The public place is open. You and I are the same. And it's such a great historical victory for our humanity, which is something that could not have been imagined, that we are so close to these things used to be impossible for us to see, right? We are lucky. I'm just so lucky. We are living in a much more advanced, much more better world. Equal world now than in the past. Let's keep it. Keep improving. Make it better, not going back. Not going back. We are nothing less than others if we decide to be an independent soul. We are soul. So once we decide to be an independent soul, we are. You and I are the same. I am the same as the one next to me. I am the same as the one far, 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 far away from me. Because we are equal in spirit, and we are one. In the name of humanity. Thank you very, very much. I love you. I really do. And I love you. I really do. Do. Go, bye, bye.